Welcome back, guys, to Grip_FRL. I'm your host TKE, bringing you guys another race from the FRL GR86 tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, it's season 2. Here we are, pre-season race for the new season. I'll be showcasing new graphics and everything. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming. In today's race, it will be very simple, very neat. Hope you enjoy the new graphics and the new style, basically, I have for the race videos for today. As you can see on your screen now, it's a graphic of the map. Pause the screen now. You can see turn names, turn numbers, so you don't get confused to what I'm saying throughout the race. Hope you guys enjoyed today's race and hope you guys have a great experience. All our socials are linked in the description, as well as the Discord, for the racing. Taking a look at the starting grid for today. DKS in pole, setting a time of 1 minute 04. One of the fastest times seen, on par with last season's record. Second place is HRE. 05, that's a whole second behind. Will he be able to stay in this race? Who knows? Behind DKS. TKE right behind HRE. Pepega in Ford, Edward. Not such a great time. Looks like he's struggling qualifying. Machla, John Oliver, and Frank Beckenbuer have no time because they didn't qualify, but they were allowed to show up for today's race in the starting grid for today. Looks like the driver's already and the track's been prepped. Buzzer lights scoring red, waiting for that go signal. We are go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are, preseason race. DCAS with a ferocious start of the launch. HR race, sorry, not such a great launch, but side by side, the entry at best behind. Oh, TKE sleeping. Pepega claims third. Around the outside of TKE, Makla now threatening for that place as well. Frank getting past John, and it looks like he's gonna get two moves in 1-2 corners. Frank Beckenbuer there. There goes. Oh, and Frank slipping there, chasing after the pack and forward. Machla following in close behind of TKE there. TKE slipping there. Machla getting around the outside of TKE there. He doesn't want to be there because the line will come to TKE as he claims that position. But look at now. Stretching on the inside of Machla. Frank Beckenbuer takes another place. Oh my word. And gets himself on the outside of TKE. Machla with a bit of lag. Frank Beckenbuer has to tuck back. And then he tucks back out of the racing line. Taking TKE there and taking forward 4 places in a matter of seconds. What is going on there? Machla looks to have fallen a bit behind. Ooh, and John Oliver slipping there as Edward tries to stretch him for Machla's place there. Looks like everything is settling down now, but oh, what a start it was, ladies and gentlemen. Through they go now towards Brooks. There they go, race leaders. Times right now won't be so great, but second lap now, we'll be looking to see the times after this lap. DCAS in the lead, textbook start from him, getting himself into the lead. HR Racer following in close behind. Looks like Pepega has fallen a bit behind from the pack. Frank looking to threaten. Don't forget he gained so many places there. Unbelievable start from him as HR Racer now guns it for DCAS. Will he be able to make a move this race? Will he be able to catch himself back up as they now chase each other through Forger? TKE slipping there. Oh, and Edward slips and John Oliver gets a place on him, taking 7th. Sweet move from John to be able to know what to do there and pay attention. Oh, Edward slipping there. All hopes might just be lost for Edward there as they rush now towards Maple. Looks like things have calmed down a bit. Oh, here we go with a bit of a replay of how John made that move. Edward slipping and John just nicks him on his inside. Sweet move there as they come towards lap 3. Looks like Frank there. What pace we've seen from him today. Look at that times. DCAS 0470. What a time as now Frank gets himself right behind Pepega. Pepega mixes up his lines and contact between the two as they try to make it out of that corner. Side by side they go over the jump. And side by side they still go as Pepega now sticks to the inside. Frank is on the outside. He doesn't want to be there, but look at the immense speed he carries through there. But Pepega still now on the inside. Corner comes to Frank and he claims that place over Pepega. He's got himself into the last podium. Oh! Pepega slipping there, but Frank has got himself into the last podium spot in a matter of laps. Wow, here's a bit of a replay here from looks like contact between Machla and John Oliver. It seems to be that there was a bit of contact in behind from the drivers in behind, but Machla is giving that place back. That's nice of him as DCAS now just staying in the lead. Hasn't been threatened so far in the lead. Looks like he's comfortably there, rushing towards the checkered flag now to lap 4 as we join Frank Beckenbuer on board. Looks like we'll be joining him for a lap as he now rushes towards Dale. tuck through Gales, flat out through Heritage towards Cottage hairpin. You want to break a bit on the outside to clip the inside to clip this apex at ace. Through Shears now towards Lark, sorry. Then you got a dip flat out through Westcott. Looks like he's got that nail right there towards Franklin. You want to be 20 seconds. Ooh, he's got that section right there through Forger flat out. Oh, it looks like he might have tapped the brakes a bit to keep a cautious line. Looks like he's gonna look. Ooh, yo, yo. 30 seconds in sector 2. That's a whole second off what's to be expected. Wow, HRS is there slipping. HRS is slipping out front there as he's being caught up by Frank Beckenbauer. What a stint he's having, Frank. As you come now to this break zone, you want to be 44. Ooh, he's nailed that. He's nailed that. Now towards pin. The pin. Ooh, 49 seconds. That's about 2 seconds off what is expected from a record time. What kind of time is this? Ooh, HRS is slipping there. Will he block the way? No, he doesn't. Looks like now Frank is going to get a good clean run. What's the time? Look to your left. Oh my word. 1 minute 03 from Frank Beckenbauer. That's a record, man. That is impossible. As he ducks to the outside, trying to make the switcheroo to get closer to HOS. But what a time from him there. Ooh, the air there that he got. Oh, HOS making a mistake. Getting himself wide. Frank Beckenbauer on the inside and HOS slips. Forfeiting that lead to Frank. Wow, what a run from Frank. 8th to 2nd in seconds. Labs, sorry. What a run he's having as they go through the Kings. Aylwood flat out towards Country Corner. They go through. There he goes, chasing after DCAS. Looks like he's gonna catch him up. What a stint he's having. What a run. I'm losing my freaking breath here. What a race this is as he chases down DCAS. I mean, the pace we've seen from him has been immense. And looking from the pace and that lap time, he just said he will be way in the lead if he makes it past DCAS. But DCAS will look to have a great defensive stint outside of the pits. One mandatory pit, don't forget, in the FGT races. So we will be seeing different strategies from these guys in the coming laps. Looks like Frank there is trying to edge closer, but DCAS is having a good time out there. Looks like he's keeping composure and holding it down as now Frank gets him under braking and takes much more speed into that turn and gets closer to him. Nose to tail there from Frank, and DCAS chasing him so sweetly. He tries to switcheroo him, make a move, doesn't get enough speed for that. Ooh, bit of a cut from DCAS, but he's still flat out, sorry, through the Kings. There's a bit of a replay. Oi, slipped there from, looks like, Oliver's cutting through the pit lane and the track. What in the world? Or if you look at the left side of your screen there in 6th place, John Oliver, 5-second penalty. That's probably why we saw that replay. As now Frank gets himself on the inside of DCAS, but the corner doesn't come to him and DCAS now retains that lead. Looks like DCAS is defending himself well there from Frank. The threat is reeling behind. He'll have to be defending for quite a while if he wants to protect the spot. As Frank gets him closer, under braking, tucks to the outside, back to the inside to then clip ace to try and make that move. Only works is not such a patient driver in front, but DCAS has been sweet this race. Look at that track cam. Looks like HRS has gone blue. He might be leaving the session or of some sorts. Ooh, Edwards slipping in front. Look now. Oh, he's gone into the pit. Oh no! Ha! He tried to get out of the way of both of the race leaders, but he ended up in the pit lane where they wanted to be. As now Pepeka comes into the pits, he won't take the race lead. TKE now on the outside. Will he pit? No, he doesn't pit. He goes for the race lead. But look to your right now. Who's coming out? DCAS and Frank coming out ahead of TKE. TKE gets himself a place over Pepeka, but looks like... Oh, DCAS lagging out of first place. Oh my word, that is highly unfortunate for him. He really wouldn't have wanted it to go down that way, but Frank gets himself into first place. Wow, 7 laps in from 8th to 1st. Incredible run from Frank Beckenbauer. What a run he's having as DCAS chases after him towards lap 8. You can see now the times are not so great. Those were pit times, so they were in the pits. But you can see now DCAS will have to lock it. Oh, and Frank Beckenbauer slips. DCAS switcheroos Frank and takes the race league back. Looks like now he's in contention to get maybe a victory. DCAS now claiming first again, but Frank Beckenbauer has caught himself back up to DCAS from that previous slip as he chases him down. Oh, and he slips. Will that now have ruined all his hopes and dreams to finish on top, coming all the way from 8th? TKE is sending himself into the pits. Looks like DCAS is now got a decent lead over Frank as they chase each other. And look there, John Olivet and Pepega make an overtake on TKE. Looks like TKE can come out ahead and loses 2 places. Look at that from Olivet. Olivet was behind TKE before they came into the pits, but now he's ahead. So he had a better stint when he came out of the pits than TKE to make that gorgeous undercut from him. There's a bit of a replay there. Frank Bickenby sending it and he slips. This is how DCAS made the move. Switcheroo. And it looks like now we join John and Pepega. Last podium spot battle here. Last podium spot battle between the two race leaders on your right. Through Heritage, now towards Cottage. Ooh, John Oliver talking to. Oh, Pepega messes up his line as John Oliver makes a switch back on him and gets on the outside of him. Side by side they go. Over dark. Through Westcott, and he ducks on the inside of Pepega, making a switch rule there. Side by side they go, and the road comes to John Oliver, and he claims third. What an overtake from John. Clean move, clean, as Pepega chases after him, nose to tail, as they go. The King, Aylwood Kid coming out now. Flat out, they flat out, and ooh, there's contact between the two. Looks like Pepega gave that place back. Nice from him, good sportsmanship. Ooh. This has been an immense battle from the racers of today. Good stuff. As they chase each other now. True Maple. Ooh, switching to the race leaders now. Brooks, then the checkered flag. Lap 10, 3 laps remaining as Frank will look to threaten DCAS for that place. Oh, they've been battling this whole race. Frank ducks to the outside, to the inside, then to clip Ace to try to make that move once again. But he doesn't get enough room and speed to do that. DCAS holding out. Sorry, having a great defense over Frank there. Looks like oh, Frank getting on the inside of DCAS. Side by side they go towards Forger, but the road comes to DCAS and he stays ahead as they rush now through the horseshoe. And Frank makes a switcheroo, getting on the outside through the King. Flat out between Frank and DCAS, but DCAS has to lift up so he doesn't slip. Side by side they go towards another turn. Look at that, Frank on the outside now. DCAS now slipping himself to the inside, but look at the speed from Frank round the outside to make the pass. Oh my word, what a pass from Frank to get himself into first place. Incredible stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 10, he's got himself back into the lead. DCAS will now try his best to chase after Frank, but with the pace Frank has shown, that might not be possible after such a clean overtake from him. As you can see now, we're on board with Pepega chasing after Oliver. Oliver slipping. Pepega now gets into a position where he can threaten for that last podium spot as they chase each other through the turns, coming onto the last 2 laps. Pepega ducking out. Oi, not a great line from Pepega, running in too deep. And John Oliver just scampers away from him a bit, but he gets back under braking. Looks like he's looking to get himself within contention force to be able to make a move on him. John Oliver holding a that might just ruin it for him if he's looking to claim that third place spot. Not such a great way to end that battle, but the stint that has been shown from Frank. From 8th to 1st. DCAS has fallen much behind now, as don't think he will be able to threaten as you watch the John Oliver who got himself into. Oh, John Oliver slipping, and who's coming on the. Oh, Pepega now claims that spot back from him as the race leaders go on final lap. As now John tries to get on the inside of Pepega side by side. No, doesn't get enough speed to make that move, and he just stays in behind of Pepega. Pepega holding a good line down, and he's onto the flag now, coming onto the last lap. Looks like we're going to see these guys battling here for the last podium spot as they rush towards the last few corners. The first few corners, sorry. Perfect switcheroo from John to get himself on the outside, but doesn't get enough speed to stay there. Oh, he'll try to make a tighter line on the. Oh, and he slips, and that ruins all of his hopes and dreams to claim that last podium spot as we switch to the second place driver, DCAS, flying through the corners, through Easter. Now towards Wesher, through Wesher towards Knuckles' corner. Just want to attack the brakes at Knuckles' corner. Bang, bang, boom, boom. He's going there. Not such a great race. Great race from him, but I'm saying the way he lost first, not so great. As now Frank rushes towards Jaguar hairpin, towards Brooks. What a stint, 8th to 1st. He takes victory here. Preseason race, finishing first on the road. And DCAS coming in behind second, coming in slow a bit as well. he won't be too happy with his result because he could have had first, but second is not too bad either. Pepega there finishing in third, Oliver finishing in fourth as we wait for now TKE to come in. Oh, wait a minute, there has been DNFs. It looks like has been DNFs from Makla and HOS and Edward. Looks like they might have left during the race. I was too focused on the action. But ladies and gentlemen, what a race it has been. Thank you so much for joining me. But don't leave yet because we haven't seen the results. Who won today's race here at the preseason race of season 2? Frank Bickenbeard claims victory, setting a time of 13.23.42. In behind him is Decas there. Pepega finishing third. TKE jumping up a place over Oliver. Oh, Oliver, look at that. 23 seconds of penalties. Whoa. Frank Bickenbeer with the fastest step time. That's a whole record right there from Frank Bickenbeer. 1 minute 03. Looks like Markla, H. and Edward have DNF. Make sure to go check out our socials there on the side at GR86 tournament.FRL for sort of insights and all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and go check out the other races from season 1. You might like those as well. Banana.